right, we should be live now. Yes, yes. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? I see a bunch of people already here in the chat. Thanks for joining me so early. We still have another, it says 16 minutes and 52 seconds. They're doing like a countdown thing here. But it's good to see everyone stopping by. How's everyone doing? So, obviously you can see right here immediately. Well, let me see this, get this chat popping up hopefully soon. For some reason sometimes it just takes like a minute to come in. I don't know. It's OBS and Streamlabs and all that. It'll work itself out. I can see the chat right here anyway as it is. Yeah, countdown to countdown. No, these companies have been doing this a lot recently, obviously, where they do this 30-minute to an hour countdown. At least they have it pretty straightforward. Nothing really crazy going on. They have like this moving kind of background they have set up here. I think they have some music going on. Hold on, let me see. How's that look on the... Let me see. Hold on, let me fix the... There we go. So they do have some music going on there. All right. Keithius, new member. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of countdowns, but at least, like, I mean, it's a pretty obvious indicator as to when they're going live, so at least we have that. So I'll just leave it here on screen so people can see, you know, okay, how much time do I have? I got to grab a drink or use bathroom or something. I have not seen the leaked, if it was just something that came out today, I've not seen any leaked Starfield trailer, no. But I do expect to see Starfield. I expect to see enough of Starfield to where we know what it is. I don't know if they're going to just walk around or do gameplay or anything like that. But there has been talk about Starfield, maybe even getting a release date for it. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Because then I would expect it to come out, I don't know, soonish? It's weird. There have been talks online of people saying that we might get an actual release date for it. There were talks around some game from Arcane that people are talking about. So Bethesda's side might actually be pretty interesting. I like the sound of that. And Microsoft, I mean, the obvious thing, we're all looking at it right now, is Halo. I mean, they have to show Halo as it's supposed to be. And, you know, some of the stuff leading up to this is it's going to be like old school kind of Halo. I'm thinking a lot of people have been mentioning that they're going to probably show multiplayer here, which makes sense. Multiplayer is going to be free to play for Halo, but they have to show multiplayer, I guess, as we remember it, kind of, is what I'm thinking, you know? So I don't really want to see something that looks just like Halo 5, you know what I mean? I want to see something that I'm like, ooh, that looks like older, like old school Halo kind of, because that's the vibe I was getting when they showed that gameplay last year, was that they were trying to go towards that nostalgia, which was cool. Jonathan, the super chat here, says, greetings from Japan. New Banjo game, I hope. Master Chief and Smash. Hey, we're always holding out hope for a Banjo game. It doesn't even have to be like a big budget Banjo-Kazooie game that takes, you know, 3 or 4 years to make. Nah, I mean, people just want a 3D platforming Banjo game that's not nuts and bolts. That's all. Do that and we're good. No, there's going to be, I think, a big emphasis for Microsoft going forward with the Halo Infinite multiplayer, because it's going to be free to play, so it's going to be more accessible overall. So I'm sure they'll look to showcase some of that here. That would at least be my assumption. But who knows? I don't know how much they're going to show of Halo. I would like to think they give us a solid 10 minutes of Halo and just say, okay, here's the game being played. Here's the release date for it. And we're going to go into some sort of beta here in the coming month. That would be the idea. The other rumor is Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 4 is it might be the best racing game I've ever played. So I'm excited to see what they have with that. The only issue is that's going to be a racing game that's still going to be on last gen Xbox, so Xbox One, the VCR. So I'm sure there will be some limitations around that, but I do still think it's going to look really good, and I feel like Playground's had enough time to leverage the newer hardware a bit more. It sounds like next year's Forza Motorsport is going to be like a series exclusive, so that might be the Forza game that finally breaks away from last gen. Symphonic Balance says should be a good show. Interested to see how Microsoft integrates Bethesda. Also look forward to Square's show next. Yes, Square should be interesting as well. I don't know if I'm going to have time to be able to stream Square. I was looking mostly to stream Microsoft and then Nintendo on Tuesday. I might stream Capcom tomorrow. What do you think? I'm trying to figure out what Capcom is going to do. I have no idea what's at Capcom's show outside of talking more about Village and Monster Hunter. I'm trying to figure out what they would reveal there. I don't know. That's the thing that's like getting me right now. It's like, what is Capcom going to talk about for an entire presentation? Yeah, Starfield. They're going to show Starfield here, November 2022. I believe it. That will be the next year's big holiday title. This year, obviously, would be Halo Infinite. And I think Microsoft can run with Halo Infinite this holiday along with Forza Horizon 5. And then third-party titles like Battlefield, which we're going to see gameplay here for Battlefield. You start to kind of stack those up, and it's like, all right, there's a good bit to look forward to and play on the Xbox platform at that time. They can still throw some other stuff in there, but like having Halo 1 month and then Forza the next month, and then you have Battlefield thrown in there and a Call of Duty, and like it starts to stack up pretty well. So I feel like they'll be pretty good. Oh, okay, Wario did that. Wario64 on Twitter. Yeah, it leaked already. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see it here in better quality. I don't know, a lot of time those leaks, it's like a camera off like screen, you know? So welcome to Brian for becoming a new member. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Matt also became a new member. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. So you know what? I am cautiously optimistic around Microsoft show. Stoney says, I'm thinking Phil Spencer gets announced as a fighter in Smash. Yeah. Halo 5 had the best multiplayer. That's right. I said it. I don't know, Star Fox. Halo 3 is still it. Halo 3 is like the perfect Halo multiplayer. Catch says, did anyone else play Brute Force in Sega GT 2002? Wow, Brute Force. We used to make fun of Brute Force back in the day, I'll admit. Did you play, Liam says, did you play Cameo? I would love a Cameo too. Cameo on the 360 was, I remember a game that showed off kind of the visuals that the 360 was able to do, but you look back at it now and you're like, ooh, that game looks kind of rough now. You know what? Why not? You know what I just want from Microsoft? Some more creativity. I mean, we're going to have Psychonauts 2. That's another one you can kind of stack up, but I think that's going to be more in the summertime. If we just have more creativity like that from Microsoft's first party, I'm all for that. So, you know what? If that comes in the form of a Cameo 2, a Banjo-Kazooie, yeah, I like the idea of that. Just some variety, you know. I would like to see that. Some things that they take more of a chance on. So, I think we'll see a segment dedicated to xCloud and a streaming box. I don't know if they're going to show any new hardware here, like a streaming stick. I feel like that would be held for a press release down the road, and then they would attach a release date to it. Like, I don't think it's coming out this year, so that would be something maybe next year we see. But they could talk about xCloud here briefly. They're definitely going to talk about Game Pass and all the games going into it, which I think we're going to see like 90% of the games they show, even like Stalker 2, as an example, is going to go to Game Pass this year. So stuff like that. And like I said, you start stacking a lot of that up, and it's like, wow, Microsoft could actually have a pretty good second half of this year after having, I mean, let's face it, a pretty bad first half of this year. Like, they have not released anything like at all. So that's the hope, is that their first half was bad because their second half is going to be very crowded and very good. So we'll see. Dylan says, hey, Spawn, love the channel. You're my go-to for E3 news. I just want to see Forza Horizon 5 and, fingers crossed, some Atlas support. Persona 5 Royal keeps getting like rumored for this. I'll tell you, if Microsoft drops that into Game Pass, that would be a pretty big deal, because Persona 5 obviously has not left a PlayStation system, and that means that Microsoft would have had to put up a lot of money for that. But I think you're pretty safe with Forza Horizon 5. It sounds like it's going to be in Mexico as the setting for this one. So I think it'd be pretty cool. I'm hoping that the next one they do, that's going to be like a next-gen exclusive Forza Horizon 5, or even current-gen with the series systems now, I guess, is in Japan. I think that'd be really cool, especially if they can do ray tracing and like some really neat stuff there. That would be so cool to see. Cormac says, love from Ireland. Thanks, Cormac. Eel says, hi, watching your stream from France and premium YouTube subscriber. Hope it helps. How's the workout? How the workout is going? Workouts are always good. Always getting after it with workouts about 4 to 5 times a week. Zero says, first time watching E3 with my favorite gamer news channel at that. Thank you. Yeah, it's a different kind of E3 this year. I think next year I'm thinking they're going to do it in person. And I'm going to try to get out there because I think it'd be really interesting to do coverage on the ground there. But the thing then is there would be a lot of uploads hitting the channel because I would basically be going around talking with different people. Or maybe it's like, not like a vlog, but you know what I mean? Like more or less going around to different booths and talking with developers. And that'd be the only reason I would go is if I can guarantee that I would be able to talk with PR from Nintendo, PR from Xbox, PR from Devolver, all these different companies, and have time to sit down with them and get some video of all of that, right? Like, that's more or less what I would want to do. Jonathan says, what happened to Beyond Good and Evil 2? Who knows? Who knows? That game. That, you know what? They might just pretend like that game doesn't exist and we just never see it again. I don't know. Miguel says, we will probably see more of the new Fable game. I think Fable is a ways off. Like, I don't think Fable or Perfect Dark are going to come out until, at the earliest, 2023, and probably second half of 2023 at that. So I think we're a ways off from that one, which means they probably wouldn't show it here. Like, I don't really need to see Fable again until they're ready to show at least in-game visuals or gameplay of some kind. Because if they show a cinematic trailer every single year, it's like, you probably didn't have to spend the time to make another cinematic trailer. You know what I mean? Like, spend the time developing the game, really. Because, like, people don't necessarily realize a lot of these trailers and stuff we see set up, it takes them time to create those. It's not like they like hit record on their screen or something while they're doing it. They have specific things they want to show every second of these, so it takes time they could use to that you could spend developing the game. So Dark Light says, any ideas for a new IP possibly showing up? Yeah, I think Arcane's going to show a new IP for Bethesda. So that could be kind of interesting. I follow Arcane well enough. I think they could have a pretty cool new IP is what I'll say. Commenters, Elder Scrolls 6 maybe. Me. Zero's right. Elder Scrolls 6. Whew. That might be a 2024 game. That might be a game that is towards like the second half of this generation, to be honest. Yeah. Which is crazy because Elder Scrolls 5, that came out in what? When did that come out? 2011? I think. Wow. It would have taken them like 13 years to make another one of those. That's crazy. Which builds those expectations. That's what I always say about these games. Like Grand Theft Auto 6, the expectations for that game are going to be ridiculous. But there's a chance that they show it off and it is that good because of how much time they've had to be able to develop it. So, and obviously the player base they've been able to build with GTA 5, that game will probably become one of the best selling games immediately once it hits. So 6 says, just showing some support. Love what you do, man. Thank you, 6. 11/11/22. Is that the release for Starfield? Let's see. We have another just over 3.5 minutes. Very nice. Starfield trailer leaked. Yeah, I was seeing a lot of people mention that Art Attack. I don't know how that leaked out unless somebody just like, I don't know, maybe somebody recorded it off screen or something, or maybe the video went live by accident, because all these trailers that we're going to see are queued up right now on YouTube, and as soon as the show ends, I believe they're all just going to go live, or as the show is going on, so you could have a misfire in the background. That happens. Collector says, keep up the great work as always. Been watching your channel and streams for years, and hopefully more years to come. Kev D. Oh, Kev D, yeah. I see Kev D on Twitter all the time. Good to see you come out, Kev. UB4 is like Minecraft Con. It caters to a very specific audience that happen to be rabid. Thanks, Commander. Dragoon says, was what recommended a behind the wave video a few weeks ago. Think you're doing a new one behind the wave video. Oh, maybe. I thought about doing some behind the scenes stuff, but I almost feel like that might just go on the Spawn Wave Plus channel then, you know? Washington Post uploaded it. Well, good job, Washington Post. A little over 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Yep. You're right, Extreme. The PS2 did have 3 Grand Theft Auto. Wait, did it have 3 or did it have more than that? Because they also brought over Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories. I believe they ported those to the PS2 from the PSP as well. So, yeah, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it had 5 Grand Theft Auto games. I don't know. Did Chinatown Wars go to it? I can't remember if Chinatown Wars. All I know is there were a lot of Grand Theft Auto games on the PS2, and you're right. Grand Theft Auto 5 has spanned multiple generations now. So, I mean, it started on the 360 and the PS3, and we're about to get it on the PS5 and the Xbox Series system. So, if I could go back in time and tell myself, say, hey, this game you're playing right now in 2013 on the PS3 or the Xbox 360 is still going to be around 2 generations from now as a new release, I would have thought you were crazy. All right, we're getting close, getting close. Yeah, they're a little behind for some reason when it comes to that. Getting close, getting close. All right. Finally got an Xbox Series X. Congratulations, Kara. I'm glad. I think it's getting a little easier to find them now, even in stores. Just a heads up, I think GameStop is also looking to have stock this week. So if anyone's really looking for an Xbox, or maybe this presentation you're watching, you're like, I'm going to try to get one, keep an eye out on your local GameStop. Tad says, Conquer is coming. Maybe not today, but mark my words. Also, hi from Ireland. Hey, you know what? I would love to see Conquer come back. I think that'd be really cool. True says, after 20 years, could we be witnessing a changing of the guard between PlayStation and Xbox? I think it's way too early to tell, mostly because Microsoft needs to start releasing some games first. Like, they kind of got to get some games out there. I think in terms of the system itself, Microsoft has built a better system and a better OS, but like, it comes back to the games. You know, that's why the Switch sells so well. It's not anywhere near as powerful as these systems, but it keeps outselling them because it has a ton of good games. Scuda says, watch your daily uploads every morning while I DoorDash. Thanks for the sanity and the community. Thank you, Scuda. Okay, here we go. Let's go. I'll come back to the super chats later on, guys. Let's see what Microsoft has here. Oh yeah, let me keep an eye on the audio too. I want you guys to be able to hear the stream even over me. Oh, it was. You guys are right. It's a countdown to a countdown. All right, there we go. At least this is a small countdown. That's fine. That's fine. Xbox and Bethesda. Wow, that's so weird. It's still strange to me that like Bethesda and Microsoft are like one now.
20 years. That's how long Xbox has been with us. And like you, this is a moment I always look forward to. I love seeing the new games, crossing my fingers for my favorites to return, hoping for a few surprises. Most of all, though, I love seeing everyone around the world come together and celebrate what games mean to all of us. And I think, you know, this past year, they've meant even more. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for the support you give us and one another. Xbox is turning 20. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the friendships we've had that whole time. At Bethesda, we believe video games do one thing better than anything else. They transport us. Through art and technology, there's real magic when you step into a new world and can make it your own. We've traveled the worlds of Elder Scrolls, of Fallout, and now, for the first time in over 25 years, we're creating a new universe with Starfield.
All right, we're kicking off with Starfield.
Hundreds of years in our future, it's an epic about hope, our shared humanity, and answering our greatest mystery. It's a game we've dreamt of playing, and it wasn't until now that we have the hardware, the technology, and the team who's hard at work at home to make that dream a reality. We're excited to finally share our first in-game teaser and something to look forward to.
All right, kick off with Starfield.
Starship Frontier. We have you on scanners. Performing remote systems check. Helium-3 tanks checked.
They say, the wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. What you've found, it's the key to unlocking everything.
We reach your constellation.
This is all we've been working towards.
Jemison route looks good.
We've come to the beginning of humanity's final journey.
Prepare for departure.
Is there like a mech down there?
Loop array full. Check. Your space lane is clear.
That's why we're here.
Main engines go. Ignition.
To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Level limit 22. There you go. Okay. So, wow, November 11th, though. That is, I mean, it's most likely not going to get delayed then because that's a year and a half away. Wow. They really... That's a long time away, right? To be like really like an... Okay, so I don't see anything about Xbox One or One S or any of that. Just Cloud, Series, and that Xbox exclusive. There we go. Okay, so... Oh, I like the kind of the key art there. Yep, we're gonna see a lot of this. A lot of play it day one Xbox Game Pass. That's
it is awesome to share with you for the very first
I gotta see some
time
gameplay
one of
to see
the most
what we're doing.
anticipated games in the world from Todd Howard and the team at Bethesda Game Studios. A groundbreaking game, and yes, it's exclusive. Welcome to the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. I am so excited and proud to be here today, celebrating games. Because although it's been an incredibly tough year, I am grateful that games have been such an important source of joy and connection. We are committed to forging the next era of gaming, conjuring worlds never before possible, unlocking play across all devices, and delivering the power of games to everyone. And now, we get to share that quest with Bethesda. Not just as partners, but as one team, united in bringing the very best games to more people.
Should I tweet out
everywhere.
that it's Xbox exclusive after I told people it would be Xbox exclusive?
We get to reveal more of what's to come. We have an amazing show, 30 titles, 27 in Xbox Game Pass. And of course, every single console title you'll see today is optimized for Xbox Series X and S, offering next-gen performance, speed, and features. We get to work with the best studios on Earth. Next is something truly riveting. The latest entry in the haunting and evocative franchise created by GSC Game World, Stalker 2.
Stalker 2,
coming first to Xbox Series consoles and PC.
That's coming first, so it's going to go to...
This will be a true next-gen experience, targeting 4K resolution and ray tracing. Let's take a look at what you'll get to play when it launches next year.
Okay, that's coming out next year. So I assume it's going to PlayStation later on, timed exclusive then. Okay.
Ну, чё там?
Готово.
Ну и пошли они нахрен.
Спасибо тебе. Ты многим сталкерам жизнь спас.
Ну, давай, малюй картину маслом.
Immediate gameplay for Stalker 2. Wow. Well, visually looks pretty good. No, it's going to be on PC as well, just to hear. Remember, they want you to play on, like, Windows. See some of that destruction there,
Не
too.
хочу пулю поймать.
Ну, не знаю. Между аномалией и маслиной я уже лучше пулю выберу.
I'm curious how many... There's some Stalker fans in the chat, because I feel like back in the day, only so many people played it and talked about it, like Stalker, Call of Prior and all this. And now they bring Stalker 2 back, and I see a lot of people interested in the series who never played it, so this could actually be good for... Man, that looks good. Wow.
А я прям вижу красоту эту. Не первый год в зоне, вроде примелькалась уже, а каждый день удивляет.
Зона надоесть не может. Говорят, ты знаешь, где вход в фундамент.
Wow, what do you guys think about these visuals right now? This is, I mean, this is through stream also.
Узнаешь мотив?
Oh, okay, so they're showing off, like, the lighting and all this through the... Yeah.
Слышал? Вот это культура! А ты одно и то же по кругу лобаешь.
Сам же просишь. У меня музучилище, если что.
О, месье, прошу прощения. Может, вам к ученым? Профессура. Они вам лабораторию найдут.
Да пошел ты.
Зря ты так с друзьями. Ты же его на вылазки таскаешь.
Чего-чего, а дружбы в зоне я точно не встречал.
Это верно.
Он мучился?
Нет.
Это хорошо. Он этого не заслужил.
А пулю заслужил. Жаль,
Okay,
что ты так
like,
с
to
ним
me, I'm
поступил.
looking at this. This looks like a next-gen game. Like, we've kind of been talking about trying to find games that give that next-gen feel.
быть свободна, пока
Oh, if you've been able to find a 3080 or 3090,
Посмотри на нее. Нет, Скиф.
like playing this
Я
on
не отдам ее
PC
никому.
would look
Зона
crazy.
дала мне жизнь. Новую жизнь. Жизнь, которую я готов вернуть, если потребуется. Я буду защищать ее. Всегда.
I mean, even if you're not an FPS fan, though, you're probably looking at this like, wow, that,
Охренеть.
at least visually, looks impressive.
Похоже, пора.
И куда ты теперь?
В Припять. Нужно с ним поговорить.
Удачной охоты, сталкер.
I mean, that looks pretty solid. Like Stalker fans, OG Star. Oh wow, April. So they're starting to set up 2022 now. April 28th, 2022. I'm kind of taking notes as we go, so afterwards we can kind of recap here and come back to it. You know. Okay, so this should be Back 4 Blood. This was being talked about going to Game Pass
Rebuilding.
as a day one game.
Is not enough. We've got to fight. No, we don't need to do anything. All right, when was the last time you saw written in any numbers?
This is for Left 4 Dead fans, basically.
All of my best friends like to go and get burned up. When they talk about lives they never got to live.
Hang in there, Holly.
Get high with your best friends.
No rest for the wicked.
Let's go.
Through here. Come on.
God, I love Mondays.
Nah, Ethan, I think Indiana Jones is a ways off. Back 4 Blood looks, I mean, it looks fun. I really like Left 4 Dead 2. So, I mean, I'll check it out. It's another zombie horde shooter, obviously, but they got like the PvP elements in it. It's like Evolve, kind of. Versus zombie. Yeah. I'll give it a chance just because I like Left 4 Dead. But I hope they do different things than just trying to exactly be Left 4 Dead. See, if you have like world bosses like that, really big bosses, that'd be cool. Okay, Back 4 Blood. October 12th. Game Pass. Day 1. All right, there it is. See, that makes it a lot easier, though, if it's just right in the Game Pass. This is another set Xbox exclusive, console exclusive. Avalanche up. Is this Just Cause? Is that... Contraband. I'm not sure what that is, but all right. That's from Avalanche. Interesting. Sea of Thieves update here. Yeah, I know. The DMCA is going to hit hard. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
An ill wind blows from beyond the horizon. A new danger is coming on the tides. And the one who might stop this ruin, trapped for all forever in the sea of the damned. Now to save the pirate life, you must start by saving the life of one.
See, I stopped playing Sea of Thieves like a couple weeks after it came out.
Didn't realize we had company.
I got Captain. Oh, really?
Captain Jack
I was gonna
Sparrow.
say like Captain Jack Sparrow. Interesting.
But I suspect you already knew that.
With Disney, interesting.
Because of the treasure Jack stole, a darkness
That makes
followed
sense.
him. And if it's not stopped, this world will sink into shadow.
This sea holds many secrets.
Ah, a new body at last.
All I can do is show you the way.
From what I hear of this so-called Sea of Thieves,
This looks more like a story mode kind of thing, expansion.
bloodthirsty mermaids, a legion of dead, angry pirates. Ah, yes. And now one Davy Jones. Hello! Well, I believe that now is the perfect time to use these cannons.
A world without the eternal abyss. Is a world that refuses to face the truth. Nothing lasts forever. Destroy them!
I don't suppose, by chance, there's a second one of those? The Sea of Thieves, eh? Bring me that horizon.
Okay, there we go. Sea of Thieves, a pirate's life. That's what I was gonna say. It looked more like a story they were doing. June 22nd. That's out like 9 days from now. Okay. Oh yeah, Like a Dragon is heading to Game Pass. That's right.
Hey, how's it going?
Let's do this.
That's a really fun game too. If you've never played it, it's a bit different because it's like a JRPG.
Time to go.
It has like the over-the-top ridiculousness of Yakuza.
What the? Happy birthday!
If you have Game Pass and you've never tried this, you should download it and see. I'm hoping they just drop it today. That'd be cool to have. Available today. There you go. Now they have like, yeah, they have every Yakuza game now, right? In Game Pass. Okay, so this should be Battlefield 2042.
Attention all squads. The Russian troops are falling back. Do whatever you can.
You know what I like right now? There's not a lot of in-between time where they're just talking.
We push them back, but not far enough. Do not let them regroup.
I mean, they're just going from like game to game. Oh, they got the grappling hook. Okay, that is some serious movement right there. Like a sandstorm coming in. Oh, there's the dynamic weather. Wow. Okay, that looks pretty. That looks pretty serious. $128 people in a match. That sounds like absolute mayhem. Tornado. They got that up the kill. Their score is 333 to 300 or 290. Wow. Sheesh. It's a wingsuit. Yep. What happens if you go into the tornado? Like, I wonder. Like, that's gotta look wild. I wonder if you can turn the dynamic weather on and off. So, like, if you don't want to deal with it, you don't have to in matches. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'll give them this. You going to space? All right, that looks pretty interesting. Huh. I mean, that's a game though I'd want to play on next gen or PC just to get that 128 player.
So, how was your day?
Oh, you know.
I have something to share.
What is this, my birthday?
We're having a baby.
Police, you're under arrest for your father's murder 8 years ago.
What's going on?
Shut up! You know what this is.
You've been lying to me all this time?
I should never have told you.
I'm out of patience.
What? I know I say this a lot, but I love you.
I say this a lot too, but back at you.
It's August 19th. They're just going from trailer to trailer.
The mother lode.
I can't believe
Oh, Psychonauts 2. Here we go.
Psychonauts headquarters. Look at all these gadgets.
The mind is the
Come
final
on, give me
frontier
a,
of humanity.
give me a release date like a month out. Give me like a July release date. See, here's the creativity I'm looking for, like that, kind of those different kind of games, right? To mix in for variety.
Time for justice!
This should be on all platforms. I think this should also be on the PlayStation as well, because it started in like a Kickstarter or FIG. It was crowdfunded,
that means the dead let
but it's gonna go to Game Pass day
Mission
one.
is falling apart. A psychonaut must always remember how to roll with it.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
This is a mission about the fate of the world. Can you do that?
Yes, if I can find some bacon.
I'm going to ignore that last part.
Yeah, this is obviously for the Psychonauts fans. And you know what? If you've never played Psychonauts, it's in Game Pass right now. Like, August. Okay, so it's a 2 months away. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that looks good. I'm on Psychonauts too.
This is
We went
usually
that
the
whole
moment when I
time
say hello and
without
welcome
seeing
to the
another
Bethesda
person.
E3 showcase.
Just
We
be
love
honest.
that we can share the stage with Xbox this year, and whether you've known Bethesda for 35 years or are just getting to know us, we couldn't be happier
show
to bring
so
you
far.
the latest on your favorite games. We started this showcase with my good friend Todd Howard, who gave you a first look at Starfield. Along with Bethesda Game Studios, all of our teams are continuing to work on the projects that have been in development since well before we joined the Xbox family. So rest assured, the games you've been expecting and hoping for are still in the works. And today, we're bringing 10 more titles to Game Pass
Oh wow,
for a total
okay.
of 30
Even
Bethesda
within
games.
2, I saw.
That includes
Okay.
several id Software games, like the award-winning Doom Eternal. If you're looking for another reason to play it, Doom Eternal will be optimized for Xbox Series X and S on June 29th. Powered by id Tech, this next-gen upgrade will be free for everyone who owns Doom Eternal. And on Series X, it will offer improved visuals at 60 FPS with ray tracing, a 4K mode, and an optional performance mode up to 120 FPS.
60 FPS with ray tracing.
Or maybe
Interesting.
you're in the mood for an RPG, like Skyrim, which marks its 10th anniversary this
Yeah,
November.
we know. It's
we can't
yeah, we
celebrate
know.
it without you. So share your favorite Skyrim memories, stories, artwork, and more.
You won't let us
on
forget about that game, we know.
Skyrim10.com. Or explore an ever-changing post-apocalyptic wasteland in Fallout 76. Everything you love about Fallout games: custom camp building, rich storylines, warring factions, unique characters, places to discover. You'll find it all here. In fact, Fallout 76 is now one of the most popular games on Game Pass, thanks to an incredibly welcoming and collaborative community. Here's a look at what's coming next in Fallout 76.
Brotherhood of Steel are the
Has
guardians
Fallout
of
76
human
gotten any better?
civilization.
I really haven't checked it out since it like first dropped.
Fort Atlas is safe. It came at a great cost.
The Brotherhood
I'm with
must
you, Victor.
stand united.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
The super mutant threat takes priority.
You say or Everwild?
This proves more than anything.
Everwild's a whole thing on its own.
For our justice.
You are splitting our forces, Shin. The most important thing is finding everyone that has gone missing and returning them home.
So it comes to this. I thought you understood what that insignia meant. You are no paladin of the Brotherhood.
I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
I think it got worse.
The Brotherhood of Steel must protect the future of Appalachia and of the world. Your righteous
I mean, the
crusade
idea of Fallout
has
76
gone
is
too
good.
far.
While it may seem that we are fractured, I believe
They
that
just
we are
didn't
now
like
stronger than ever.
execute on it well at the start.
This is a choice that can never be undone.
Steel Rain, July 7th. It's just free. Okay.
What the hell was that? Expedition Squad Delta, report. Over. Squad Delta, what's going on out there?
So always okay. So this is an Xbox presentation, and we've only seen Todd Howard and Pete Hines from Bethesda. And I'm sorry. What's her name? The head of Xbox. I'm blanking. Basically, we haven't seen like Phil Spencer or Matt Booty or Aaron Greenberg. It's very interesting that like we've seen more Bethesda people than Xbox people so far. Expeditions the Pit.
The Wasteland isn't the only open-world playground with an amazing community. The Elder Scrolls Online from ZeniMax Online Studios has now surpassed 18 million players and shows no signs of slowing down. Right now, our players are enjoying the new Blackwood chapter, part of the Gates of Oblivion year-long adventure. We've got a lot more to come in ESO, including the conclusion to this epic story later this fall with ESO Deadlands. And with the release of ESO Console Enhanced this Tuesday, the game will deliver a true native experience optimized for the Series X and S.
An Elder Scrolls Online update. See, that's the thing with these MMOs. Like, I feel like if I didn't get in at least a couple of years since it, or a year or two since it launched, you just feel so far behind that it's like should I get in now? And it's like probably not. that's always the thing with MMOs. You just feel so far behind. It's like Yeah, so I think there's a lot of people who still play it, obviously. But I just feel like if with MMOs, and I said this before, you gotta like pick one or two. Otherwise, it's just there's not enough time. Console launch exclusive, especially if I'm trying to play these other games too.
With new rules. Now, nothing is off the table. Winning this battle will take a new breed of fighter. Wait.
What is this? I don't know what is going on. So we're like 35 minutes in so far, and it's been pretty good. Like I'm going through these notes that I took. There are a lot of things they've already announced. So I'm hoping that means we're getting a kind of a deeper dive into Halo, maybe like 10 minutes or so. Party animals. Hades, drop that in the Game Pass. Go ahead and drop that in the Game Pass, people. More people need to play this game, okay?
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here.
Try and stop me.
Oh, this should be a shadow drop. Drop it in a Game Pass today. Oh, okay, August 13th. So I was getting a physical copy there too. Pick it up physically, definitely. Somerville. Interesting. 2022. Game Pass Day 1.
This holiday marks the 20th anniversary of
There we
Xbox.
go. All right.
And the 20th anniversary of Halo. To our millions of passionate fans, thank you.
We wouldn't be here without all of you.
Our goal has always been to bring players together. And for the first time, we're thrilled to offer our entire multiplayer experience to all players across Xbox and PC with no barriers. Halo Infinite Multiplayer will be free to play and invite more of you than ever before to become a Spartan hero. I'm excited to be here with Joseph Staten, the creative director of Halo Infinite. From helping craft the original Halo Combat Evolved to leading the fan favorite Halo 3 ODST, Joseph is a Halo visionary. It is so great to have him back with Halo.
Thank you, Bonnie. And hey, everybody. For us, and I hope many of you, Halo has always been about heroism and wonder, about fighting to keep humanity safe against impossible odds in a beautiful and mysterious sci-fi world.
Okay.
This is just one part of the Zeta Halo ring, the largest, most wide-open environment we've ever built, and we can't wait for you to explore it.
See, now, okay, that looks a lot better than what we saw obviously before. This is in-engine though, and that we're not on the ground moving. But like, if they can genuinely give us like a big kind of world to run around in,
is Spartan 117, the Master Chief. In the next chapter of the Chief's story, you'll face his greatest challenge yet, but you're not alone in the fight.
Oh, the main batteries are shut down. We're stuck out here. You have one bullet against an entire army. What can you do on your own?
I told you. It's enough.
So I see.
I need you to understand. There's not much time. If you knew how you were going to die, how would you live your life differently? How would you live your life differently?
let's grab really quick.
What happened? Where is Cortana?
The rogue AI known as Cortana is gone. She's been deleted,
Looks good.
By you?
Of course not.
Said an
Did you
engine
hit your
earlier.
head or something? Don't you remember? My instructions were to enter this installation, imitate Cortana, and lock her down for retrieval. Yours were to take her back to the Infinity for deletion. So if it wasn't you... Okay then. There's something else. On successful deployment, my deletion routine was supposed to complete. Still here.
Good.
Good.
Something stopped your deletion. We need to find out why.
It looks a lot better
But-
visually, though.
This wasn't the mission.
The missions changed. They always do.
Are you sure?
Release date, come on.
Of course,
Oh.
you can't have a Halo game without multiplayer. And on Xbox Series X, you'll be able to enjoy Infinite's multiplayer action at up to 120 frames per second. Finally, I'm very happy to announce that Halo Infinite's first free-to-play multiplayer season and Infinite's story-driven campaign will launch together this holiday.
Oh no, come on, release date.
Day is upon us.
Okay, multiplayer, here we go.
A
All
new
right.
generation built to fight. Together, we are unstoppable. Are you ready?
Okay. That's some. Oh, what's that? Grappling hook, okay. I wonder if the grappling hook is by default or if it's a pickup. That looks kind. Yeah. It's interesting. It's definitely a mix of like. At the announcer, okay. Kind of a mix of like Halo. Like a little window there with the shield.
Hello, let's do some damage.
Oh. You can grab weapons off the ground. Oh, look at that. See, now you can board the... That changes a lot. If you can grapple up to these, like, Pelicans or Banshees... they're trying to play off, like, kind of the Blood Gulch Valhalla vibe. If you can grapple up to Pelicans or Banshees and hijack them, that changes a lot. That makes the grappling hook very powerful if it's a pickup.
The flag is ours.
Yeah, come on. That they're obviously playing off of the idea of like old school capture the flag, Blood Gulch Valhalla. Oddball. This oh, and you can get the exploding. Oh man, there's all kinds of stuff you're gonna be able to do with that grappling hook. This has. Okay, so this has like. It doesn't look like Halo 5. But it's not like just like 3 or 2. Oh. That is a nice mixture, I think, of what we've had with Halo. I mean, I gotta play it, but like. Alright, that looked pretty good. That looked good. Wow, that looked good.
Evil has survived. A dark figure
Grappling hook is
wanders
big,
in the
though.
east.
They did sprint also in the beginning. I wonder if sprint is an ability or if that's by default as well. I'm not a big fan of sprint in Halo, but I understand that that's just kind of the flow of multiplayer shooters now. We might have to have a whole section around what they just showed with Halo alone. We'll see. That, like, I might have to watch that trailer a couple times. They redeemed themselves with Halo. They did it. lot better. Wow.
This may be our darkest
It was worth that 1 year delay.
but it will be your greatest moment.
Diablo 2. 2 resurrected. 923.
These things,
Ooh, man, that Halo trailer though.
where
I'm
do
like,
they come from?
From all of us. From what we do to him.
this is a good presentation.
Can you stop it?
45 minutes so
don't know.
far. This is good.
But he's my brother. And I would die for him.
Yeah, I don't like that there was no release date for it though. I mean, that tells me they're still pushing hard to try to get it out this holiday. Plague Tale, Quem. All right, that was part of that leak 2022. Footage was captured at 4K 60 on Xbox Series X.
It rings every hour, señor presidente.
I feel like we're. All right.
fascista. I recognize that voice. Let me ask you a question. When I am dead
again.
and Yara is burning, what exactly is your plan? Hold hands, sing songs around the fire?
Sure, I know just the song.
Yeah, they said holiday this year, but I was hoping they would hit.
Time you learn about Resolver, Danny.
Think about this. They gave us a release
Take
date
down
for
Castillo,
Starfield,
the guerrilla needs the
November
right tool
2022,
for the
but they
right
couldn't
job.
give us a release date for Halo. This holiday is a little like, I don't know.
Keep
A little strange.
It's a stealth operation. I got you covered.
See, look, okay. Tell me the environments, like, the environments look significantly better than the character models.
Taking out a high-value target.
It like throws
I
me
have
off for
just
some
what
reason.
You need.
Maybe it's the art style they're going with. I don't know. Like when they go through like the
Blow
jungle
shit up?
area,
Juan
looks so much
Cortez
better.
at your service. Everyone in Yara saw that shit. What? Wait a second. Who brought the rooster? Hey, whatever you need to get the job done, Danny.
Yeah, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Like the
Next time I see
the models are off.
I want to play with
Yeah.
that crazy backpack deal.
I thought it was just me, but then MVG mentioned it on the podcast last night. I'm like, yeah, something about the character models is throwing me. Like the environments look amazing, but then it's like the art style for the characters looks strange.
I like how you resolver, Juan.
So do I.
So 50 minutes in, good presentation so far by Microsoft. They said it was 90 minutes, so they still have another 40 minutes to go somehow. So I mean, I did say I was looking for some variety from Microsoft. It's still a first-person, not really kind of shooter. I mean, yeah. Slime Rancher too is also part of the league. (2022). They are setting up 2022 well enough, I think. I would say so far the most impressive looking game visually has to be Stalker 2.
Boom punch. Welcome back
They've
to
been showing some pretty good ones.
Shred-again. Here's a new trick. Let's go.
Is this a new snowboarding game? Hold on. Are we seeing a lot of just snowboarding games show up all of a sudden? Is that just me? I mean, I like it because we used to have the days of like SSX and Amped and 1080. I just feel like we just talked about Riders Republic, right? And there was another VR snowboarding game that came out recently. The snow effects look pretty good. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, back in the day, when like SSX ratings games came out, they were actually like visual showpieces because of like the snow physics and all this. But I mean, it's still, you still get that same effect even now. Shredders.
Okay, this is
okay.
good. This is good. This is really good. Holy sluthering whip whoop.
December 2021. I'm okay with a lot of these. That's a series exclusive. That's not on Xbox One. Interesting. This? Atomic Heart. Okay. This is like an open... I remember this is like an open world action RPG. Okay. Wow, they are just rolling through game after game after game. Interesting kind of like art style or like visual setup where it's got like that kind of perspective change as the camera moves. It's like that 2.5D, I guess, look. Replaced. Interesting. There's just a lot of games being announced right now. Like, I'm looking through this, I'm like, it's just constant like announcements. I'm trying to think. I want to go back through and count how many games are here, but like I feel like 3, 4, 5.
In the first year of
Yeah.
Grounded,
All right. This will give me a chance to kind of look through and
millions of players
many
kept
games.
busy with crafting, fighting, the pond, ziplining, flying things. Now, to celebrate, we present the Shroom and Doom update. It gives the people what they've been asking for. Like sitting. No, seriously, a lot of people want to sit.
With Grounded, I've counted
for when you get
at
sick
least
of your
22
human companions.
different announcements so far
And of course,
in about the first hour.
mushrooms. But not those guys.
That's a lot.
We've also got something that literally no one was asking for. The Brood Mother. She's so terrifying. You should probably turn on arachnophobia mode. Oh, even her blob scares the shit out of us. Go big. Or never go home. Oh, and it looks like we added achievements too. Nice.
That's like a selling thing. It's like, look, there's more achievements. Among Us. Say 15-player lobbies. Ayuden Chronicles. So this is from the creators, developers of the Suikoden series. I'm thinking Forza Horizon 5 is going to be one of the last announcements, probably next to Arcane's game. That might be how they kind of close out the show with Arcane. Unless they come back and give us a Halo release date or something. I do like the kind of the art style, the 2D, kind of keeping the same kind of like pixel sprites, but against like some really nice looking backgrounds. Kind of like that 3D, more realistic effect. I do like it. And obviously, if you're a fan of the Suikoden series, you'll probably get a kick out of this, or at least pay attention to it enough to try it out when it drops. Ayuden Chronicle? Yep. What? Ayuden Chronicle Rising? Huh. So Rising's 2022?
You have shown an aptitude for applying lethal solutions to conflicted situations. We wish to test
This
your
game's
abilities.
out next month, I believe, in July. What, Ascent? People said this game is actually, like, when I first saw it here, I was like, oh, okay, looks alright, I guess. People are saying it's actually, like, a bit more deep in terms of some of the player progression stuff than it appears here. So yeah, it's out next. You can already preload it. So Ascent.
History is all around us. Those who made it have never been forgotten. Their daring choices echo across time, turning land into kingdoms and mortals into legends. If history was in your hands, what would you build?
This is Age of Empires 4.
How would you fight? Where would you go? What will you be remembered for?
Showing the arc. That was a good game on the PSP. Empires 4. October 28th. All right, there we go. That's big for Age of Empires fans. Good to see. Good to see.
We begin by hearing an old, wise-sounding voice. And we see a quiet, peaceful setting. This will make our game seem big and important. Now, something must break the serenity. Will this creature be in the game? No. Say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running. These pointless slow-motion shots make everything seem cool and should bolster pre-sale numbers. That wah sound can mean only one thing. We must gaze over an epic shot of a world, and there should be lens flares. Now we see our hero.
Interesting idea for a trailer.
Not only their silhouette, because the developers haven't finished the design.
This is Outer Worlds 2.
Or finished the story.
It should be Outer Worlds 2.
Any gameplay that's actually ready to show. In fact, the only thing they have finished is the title.
It should be Outer Worlds 2. There we go. So that is also an Xbox Series exclusive, but it's probably not coming out for a long time. So they just wanted to get that announcement in there. That tells me that's not coming out till like 2023 or 2024. It's gonna be a bit. Oh, okay. This we going into Forza. Oh, wait, no, is this Flight Simulator? Yeah, it's Flight Simulator, okay. I think this was supposed to come out over the summer. Yeah, I mean, the game looks incredible on PC, but it's so difficult to run. Like, you need a pretty good PC for it to look nice. Yeah, that was MVG's Game of the Year. Yeah. I mean, it looks really nice. Like, if you've been following the Flight Simulator series since, like, the days of, like, Windows XP, this has to, like, blow your mind how far the series has come. July 27. There we go. That'd be an interesting one to see run on the Series S, huh? Free expansion coming fall 2021. All right, there we go. Top Gun. Oh, that's cool. I don't really like get into flight simulator like that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, they've shown a lot of games. Like this is a pretty good presentation so far. We have Forza now. Yep. All right, Forza. All right. It's been a good show.
You could get it.
Oh, are they gonna have like their own like dynamic weather system in the open world? Oh, that's cool. Like sandstorm. Wait, hold on. Can you drive your car into like the lava? 5 November 9th. Okay. So I assume that it's not. Wait. So that's November 9th. So maybe Halo's.
Hello.
September,
I'm
October,
Mike Brown,
then.
creative director at Playground Games, and I can't wait to show you what we've been working on. Horizon is known for fun, freedom, and beauty. This year, the Horizon Festival arrives in beautiful, diverse Mexico. This is the largest and most diverse open world ever in a Forza Horizon game. And there is no better car to explore it than the stunning AMG Project One Forza Edition. Rendered in unparalleled detail and with ray tracing in Forza Vista, thanks to the power of the Xbox Series consoles.
So they're gonna have ray tracing in. I wonder if that'll still be 60 though.
I've invited along some of the team to help give you a taste of some of the amazing content that's waiting for you in Forza Horizon 5. Please welcome Bill, Maddie, Sierra, and Don from the Forza team.
Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
And we also have Abraham with us as well. He's one of the talented actors who will be appearing in the game.
Bienvenidos a Mexico. I can't wait to show you what we've been working on.
We begin in the rainforest on an expedition. This is a new campaign mode in which you set out on an adventurous journey across Mexico to explore new locations and discover places for the festival to expand.
I'm on the river now.
So there's like an entire like story mode to it?
How's the expedition going?
I'm racing a car through the Mexican jungle, Rami. Doesn't get much better than this. I can see some ruins up ahead.
Bienvenida Alpsmal. Look out for the flamingos!
I mean, the Forza Horizon games have always looked really good, so it's not.
That's a peek at our adventurous
surprising.
campaign. But Forza Horizon has always been a game that's best enjoyed with others. Let's go and see what some of our other players are up to. The Xbox Series consoles allow us to capture every last detail, right down to the individual needles on these cholla cactus. The scene looks real, but there are no tricks. This is in-game. Maddie is behind the wheel of the AMG Project One Forza Edition in Mexico's
that looks really
lush,
good.
living desert. The perfect place to meet up with friends and head out for a drive. Thanks to the next generation of our Horizon Live servers, everyone else we see here are real players. And it looks like Maddie has been joined by some other members of the Forza team. Let's leave Maddie for a moment and head out to the coast and meet Don. Don is already on the move, exploring this idyllic seaside town. This is a recreation of Mexico that is honest, authentic, and filled with love. Speaking of, hold up, Don.
Oh, hey, what's up?
This is a mural by Mexican artist Farid Rueda. Just one of the many beautiful, faithful pieces of Mexico you'll find all over Forza Horizon 5.
Just some destruction, run into some stuff. That's what everyone does in Horizon anyway, they just run into a lot of things.
While Don drives down to the beach, we'll jump over to the Gran Caldera volcano. Check out this geology detail, implemented with precision accuracy using photogrammetry data captured on location atop an active Mexican volcano. The entire world has been recreated at this level of detail. And here's Sierra in her favorite off-road buggy. The volcano Sierra and friends are exploring is the highest point ever in a Horizon game. And thanks to the power of the Xbox Series consoles, from up here we can see for miles in every direction. In the distance, we can just about make out Guanajuato.
Wow.
Let's take a closer look. Guanajuato is one of the most beautiful cities anywhere in the world. It's a colorful, undulating city full of vibrant architecture. It even has a sprawling network of tunnels. And these twisting, turning, overlapping
So, what's really
streets
interesting,
mean that as well as looking good, it plays great too.
is-
As we see here, as Don is challenged in Horizon's open world battle royale, The Eliminator.
Oh, okay, so they're bringing the Eliminator to
While
it.
Don
Okay.
tries to win that race, the rest of our players are still out exploring this diverse open
What's
world.
interesting is
Let's head north
it looks
to the
like
canyon.
Fable is going to be built
The Horizon
using
series
this
is
engine.
known for its uplifting beauty. And using our
Forza
unique
Tech engine?
HDR camera rig, we captured 24-hour shoots of real Mexican skies at 12K resolution. And thanks to the Xbox Series consoles, these photorealistic skies result in lifelike lighting that
I mean,
dynamically
it looks
changes
crazy.
every
Like-
frame, making you feel like you're really
Absolutely
there.
ridiculous.
Here's Maddie again. She's joined by Abraham and some other members
This
of
is
the
still
team.
gonna be on the Xbox
Our
One,
players
though.
are using Forza Link, the new AI assistant that intelligently tracks the status of you and the people you meet online, and then helps you link up and play
It'll probably end up
together.
being one of the probably the best looking Xbox One game. But
We'll now head deep into the rainforest and rejoin Bill and the rest of our players. Here we see our new volumetric lighting system filling the scene with God rays as the sunlight dapples through the dense rainforest. A Horizon arcade minigame is about to start. Forza Link knows that Bill loves minigames, so it
Push the streets
intelligently
with that
prompts
smooth
Sierra
Mexico
to invite
fight.
Bill. Bill accepts, and they're seamlessly linked together with their GPS route set. With that Horizon arcade minigame starting soon, all of our players are coming together. This minigame is called
Oh, no.
Pinata Pop,
Run over all the
signaled
pinatas.
by the Horizon cargo plane dropping a payload of pinatas.
Ooh, over this way.
Gotta catch up to you guys.
it is pretty impressive that
Our players
Playground
now
is
have
able to
work
get this
together
game out
to
while working
find
on
and
Fable
pop
right
as
next to
many
it
as they can.
and supporting
Okay,
Forza
go up here
Horizon
to the
4.
left.
It's pretty
There's
good.
loads along the main road.
Here I go.
I'll take a look through the bushes here.
There's some between the houses. Oh, there's a couple more over here.
Sweet.
While the team grab those last few pinatas, we're going over to the stadium because I have one more thing to show you.
What?
This is Event Lab, the incredible new toolset that allows you to create your own races, game modes, and gameplay experiences.
Oh, that's cool.
You customize everything, right down to the fundamental rules of the game. Forza Horizon 5 is the largest, most fun, and most beautiful open world we've ever built. And it will truly be an astounding showcase for the Xbox Series consoles
It
when
looks
it comes
good.
to Xbox Game Pass this November 9th. Thank you so much.
Wow.
I'll see you all in Mexico later this year.
That's an impressive showing by Playground.
Team Xbox
that's
is on a
real.
mission to bring the joy and community of gaming to everyone on the planet. That's why you, the gamer, are at the center of everything we do. Today, we showed you 30 games. 27 of them will be available on Xbox Game Pass. Now, through the end of the year, you can look forward to back-to-back monthly releases landing day one on Game Pass, led by 5 new titles from Xbox Game Studios, as well as highly anticipated games like Back 4 Blood, 12 Minutes, and The Ascent. And as we look ahead to next year, I'm inspired by the creativity of Bethesda and Xbox Game Studios. We showed you the highly anticipated RPG Starfield coming exclusively to Xbox.
Thanks, Flying, for
But
coming
we
a member.
also
I
have some
appreciate
of the
it. Flying
industry's
Thunder God.
best RPG storytellers working on Avowed, Fable, The Elder Scrolls Online,
Yeah.
Fallout 76.
Think about that. They
The
still-
Outer Worlds 2.
They didn't show anything
and
with
Elder
Avowed.
Scrolls 6. We
Or
unveiled
Fable or
the
Perfect
stunning
Dark,
multiplayer
right?
mode
Like,
for the world's most beloved
There's
shooter.
a lot of games that are in the
Halo
works right
Infinite,
now they haven't shown.
adding to the roster of iconic Xbox shooters alongside Wolfenstein, Gears of War,
Thanks,
Perfect
Jotaku,
Dark,
new member.
and
Thank
Doom. We
Or
premiered
Scalebound.
the most epic open-world
That's bad
racing
news,
game,
Emsliff.
Forza Horizon 5, bringing you a vibrant and authentic depiction of Mexico in a game built from the ground up for next gen. While the team at Turn 10 is
Yep.
hard at work
Working
on
on
the next
Motorsport.
Forza Motorsport.
That's gonna be an interesting one to see.
Our
How much
growing
time they're taking with
family
it.
of 23 studios is devoted to advancing the medium we all love. Xbox has been here for 20 years, and that's because of you. Our team strives to make Xbox a place where you'll find the greatest games, the most dedicated developers, and the most passionate community. Together, we all make Xbox the best place to play. Before I go, there's one more thing. Take a look at this brand new original game from the Arcane team
There we
at
go.
Bethesda.
Okay, let's see what Arcane
the
has.
studio that created Prey and Dishonored.
Let's see.
Arcane created something new for them, an open world immersive shooter that you can play alone or with your friends. And like Starfield, this game will be an Xbox exclusive.
I'm always interested in what Arcane has to show, so let's see what they have.
Pobre bribón. I'm gonna have to take you apart again. Hey, Dev, anything interesting?
Ingredients exist too. Mandible, 25 centimeters. Dramatically elongated.
Go on, make yourself useful.
So, that was fun, right?
That's your cue, mate.
Sleep tight.
You know what this reminds me of? My time in the Himalayas.
Letty's later down.
You think they can't kill you anytime they want?
Hey, asshole!
It's a okay, so this is like, that's right, this is supposed to be like their vampire action RPG.
How do we always get into this shit?
In the field in Red Fall, Massachusetts. Behind me, we are witnessing clear signs of cult activity as the locals engage.
Hey!
Really hope the video was worth it.
Everybody, fall back! People need to know what happened. Layla, with me. Get me on the roof now.
Thank you, Layla. You're the best. Oh, Jacob, don't even mention.
I'm guessing they're just going to show the cinema. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't think they're going to show any gameplay. a stake
Where's
gun.
the other one? Where'd it go?
Give me a taste. Let's bag.
Bloody hell. Taste this, cabrona!
Watching you.
Ah! Jacob, there's something.
Thumb goes the rabbit's arms.
Oh, shit. Dev's gonna love this one.
You better have a plan, Jacob.
Yep. Don't miss.
Don't touch me!
Look! A new one!
Primo, Fernande, go, go!
Kill me. End me. You can't break the blood trends. It's only just begun.
I think there's vampire in this.
Really? What does it taste like? Be specific.
Like blood and death. And strawberry.
Sun's coming up. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving.
Sure thing, Edgar Allan Bro.
That's a good one.
Do you think things will ever go back to normal?
Would you want to go back to normal?
So is
Not if I
this?
still have to pay my student loans.
I wonder if you can play through this completely by yourself then, 'cause they just showed mostly like kind of co-op gameplay, and the cinematic trying to show that you're going to play with a bunch of other. Redfall, okay, so we're a year up from that. Looks like it's only on this Xbox Series. Xbox exclusive, yeah. So that's what I said. They're gonna any of these newer games they're gonna just put on Xbox. They're not gonna put them on PlayStation. Okay, so that's it looks like a action vampire RPG, I guess. I don't even know how to describe it. They just kind of showed a cinematic, so that's the problem. It looks interesting enough to see more about it. And Arcane has done some pretty good stuff in the past, so I'm interested. That was so that should be it for the show, but that was a lot. That might be the best presentation Microsoft's done in a long time. Just kind of looking through everything here. Yeah, it's about 30 games that they announced. There's a lot. There's a lot of games here. Halo Infinite looks a lot better than it did a year ago. We, of course, found out that Starfield is coming out holiday next year as an Xbox exclusive. Stalker 2 is coming out in April, and that looked super impressive. Like, Stalker fans have got to be going crazy after seeing that trailer. But even if you're not a Stalker fan, that looked like a next-generation game. Back 4 Blood is hitting Game Pass day 1. That's October 12th. It's good to see that game show up in Game Pass. It's definitely something for Left 4 Dead fans. I would give this show either a B+ or an A. Just an overall variety, number of games, and even new IPs. I mean, Contraband, that's with Avalanche Studios. That's a new IP. We just saw Arcane with Redfall. That's a new IP. We're getting a sequel for Outer Worlds 2. They showed off Eiyuden Chronicle, which was interesting. I don't really know how that found its way in, but all right. Plague Tale is getting what looked like, I guess that was a sequel? Is that what that was? Was that a sequel for Plague Tale? Okay, I could pause this. That's fine. Forza Horizon 5 looks incredible. I mean, Horizon 4 is amazing. Horizon 5 looks better. Age of Empires 4, that's big for Age of Empires fans, obviously, October 28th. Let's see. little bit of a slow, I'd say 15 minutes. They had Grounded, Among Us, Replaced. That one looked interesting too. We keep seeing Far Cry 6 for some reason. Like, I don't know if we need to see Far Cry 6 anymore. Hades. I don't know what Party Animals was. That was an interesting one. A lot of Game Pass stuff. Psychonauts 2, August 25th. I was hoping to be next month, but all right, 2 months. That's fine. The Battlefield 2042 gameplay looked great. It looks very interesting with that dynamic weather. And of course, they had like the grappling hook where you can swing around. All of the Yakuza games are now on Game Pass. Yakuza Like a Dragon going there today. So if you have not played that, I recommend checking it out immediately, because Yakuza Like a Dragon is an awesome game. And it's like, why not just go and download it? Sea of Thieves is a game that I fell out of very quickly, but I understand they continue building on it. I understand there is a community around it, and I'm sure there are people who are really happy to see like Captain Jack Sparrow have kind of like an expansion for it. So that's good. The only something that I was a little annoyed about is we don't have a release date still for, like, I don't understand how we have a release date for Starfield next November 2022, but we don't have a release date for Halo Infinite. I don't really know how that's a thing right now. Unless the only thing I can think of is the campaign and multiplayer aren't coming out on the exact same day. That's all I can, because it's weird that like they shouldn't be coming down to the wire again with Halo Infinite. I mean, they were going to try to launch it last holiday. To me, they should have this thing ready to roll like months in advance almost. It's very weird to me that we don't have a release date, because I think it's coming out in like 4 months. They might even try to get out in September, because we know that Forza Horizon 5 is coming out in November. So to me, it's weird that Halo Infinite doesn't have that release date. Probably the big parts of the show, if I had to put a number on it, I would give it probably this entire showcase here a 9 out of 10. Pacing was good. They didn't have a lot of spots in the middle where they just sat there and talked for a while. It was 90 minutes, but it felt like a very quick 90 minutes. I mean, consider when we were watching Ubisoft. Like, if you compared Ubisoft to this was significantly better. Stalker 2, Starfield. I have to throw Contraband in for now because it's at least a new IP. So we got to put that up there. I'm excited for Psychonauts 2. I know that's not one of the big announcements, though, for a lot of people. Halo Infinite getting a really nice look that looks way better than it did last year. That's a big high spot for it there. Just going through some of the other games. I'll throw Age of Empires 4 in there. I know there's a serious community around that. Outer Worlds 2 getting an announcement for some weird reason when they don't even have like anything ready to show other than the logo. It's strange. And Forza Horizon 5, November. Looks great. And then I'm going to throw Redfall in there because Arcane's getting to make a new IP. It's Xbox exclusive. Obviously, Microsoft is doing what they wanted to do, which is grab these games from Bethesda, anything new coming out, and make sure it's just on the Xbox and Game Pass and PC. So, yes, I would give them I'd give them a very good grade for this one. Good for Microsoft. They had a good presentation here. Yes. What did everyone think of it? It was about 90 minutes, a little less than 9 minutes. It's like probably 85 minutes. What did everyone think? Yeah, no Avowed. And that's the other thing. There's still something else got revealed. What else got revealed? Oh, I'd have to go through the VOD here. Was it a fridge? The fridge, is that what people were saying? There's going to be a fridge? Yeah, so there's no mini fridge. Of course they're doing a mini fridge for it. There was no Avowed. There was no Hellblade 2. There was no Fable, right? No Perfect Dark. These are all games that are still like in the works right now, so consider that as well. And then there's still Elder Scrolls 6 that, I don't know, maybe we'll see it next year. I don't think they're going to talk about Elder Scrolls 6 until after Starfield is out. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. So yeah, I think this is one of the better E3 presentations we've seen in the past couple of years. And it came from Microsoft. So there we go. Slimer, you see, people are there. They showed so much here that I feel like everyone at least saw something they enjoyed. Like, because there are just so many games shown. Like, there's probably someone out there right now who is really excited that they showed off Eiyuden Chronicles as an example. So, I have to give Microsoft credit on this one. It was very, very good. And think about it this way. Even if you don't have an Xbox and you have PC, this was an incredible presentation for you too, because like all the stuff's going to PC. So either way, it was very good. No Tunic. That is a good point. But Blossom, there will be a Tunic demo this week. So make sure you check that out. It's going to be on the Xbox. Jade Empire would be cool. I'd be happy with them taking a shot at another Jade Empire. That's a game, though, they'd probably have to really commit to be honest. Like, I don't think that's going to be a game that they would put, like a quick development cycle on. Because those games are pretty in-depth. Fallout 76, yeah, that was a low... Fallout 76, I'm not, like, overly excited for that one. I don't think I'm going to stream Square. I'm going to put a video with my thoughts on Microsoft, and then I have to start working on Newswave for tomorrow morning. So what I'm going to do is anything that was in... tell us about the MacBook. Hey, the MacBook Air is cool. I will say that. I thought about actually doing a video on the MacBook Air I got because I am genuinely impressed with that laptop for the price from Apple. And I'm not even a big Apple guy. Like, I thought I was going to do a video that's like, you know, PC guy looks at this Apple laptop and breaks it down and talks about it, because I'm genuinely impressed with what they did with it. Yeah, Hellblade 2, it's not ready, unfortunately. Maybe next year. We can see it next year. But that's going to be an interesting game when they finally show it off, because I think that game is going to look incredible with what Ninja Theory's been doing with some of their tech demos and stuff. Psychonauts 2, I'm excited for Psychonauts 2, yes. Yes, I will be downloading that one through Game Pass. Oh, good question. I don't know when Like a Dragon... I mean, I assume Like a Dragon will go live in the next hour. That's what I would assume. 8 out of 10 ending was better. Yeah, I mean, if they had a... What if they had ended with Halo Infinite and they had an actual release date ready for it, and it looked like that, like good, and they're like, okay, it's coming out in September, and then they were like, oh yeah, the beta starts today. Go download on game, something like that. That might have pushed it over top, just rearranging some of the titles. So I kind of understand that, because they ended with a new IP that was a cinematic from Arcane, and even though Arcane has made some great games like Prey, not a lot of people play Prey. Let's be real. Xbox just dropped the mini fridge. I saw it. Yeah, I heard August. I'll take a look at the mini fridge, all right, in a bit. I will take a look. The Square presentation starts in 45 minutes. 45 minutes. I'm going to watch the Square Enix presentation, and unless something massive happens, I'll put it into Newswave tomorrow. Otherwise, though, I might make a video after that giving my thoughts on it. But I actually have to go out to the office and start... it takes a while to put some of these Newswaves together. So I have to spend some time writing and putting that all together as well. And I got to put a poll out. Maybe I'll just do the poll around the Xbox presentation, like, put a grade on the Xbox presentation. I'm very curious what people thought of it, just because there were a lot of games there, and I thought it was pretty good, but, always curious to see what people's thoughts. I had it with Adobe Premiere. Adobe Premiere. So, but I think that's going to do it here for today. I'm going to record a video with some of my thoughts around this Xbox presentation, mostly around the bigger reveals and announcements, and just kind of list off the smaller ones, because there's like 30 games. That's going to take a while to go through. So I'm going to put some of the bigger ones up. I almost want to do a dedicated video around Halo Infinite. I might do that on the Spawnwave Plus channel. That's what I might do. So make sure you check out that channel too, just in case. But make sure you're subscribed here if you're not, because we're going to be going over that Square Enix presentation in a video in some form. This is Mr. Bird saying Halo is listed after the November release in the upcoming game shot, so it'll probably be mid-November. That's interesting to have Forza Horizon 5 and then Halo Infinite come out like a week later. I was hoping Halo would be sooner. September or October would be awesome. So, but I think that's gonna do it here, guys. Thanks. I appreciate everyone coming out and watching the Xbox stream with me. I think it was a lot of fun. It was a good presentation overall. They had a lot of games to show, so I feel like most people were happy with at least a game here. I'm very happy that Halo Infinite looks better. I'll say that. So I am happy. I need to go through that footage, though, because there was a lot there happening all at once with the multiplayer. So I will check it out and talk about it, though, at some point. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for Newswave.